Good morning. We start a new unit today. What do we treasure? So we'll do 6 weeks of this in unit form. This week, our big question is, how can a surprise be a treasure? So today, we're going to identify words with A sound. We're going to segment and blend words. We're going to learn new amazing words and vocabulary words, and we're going to draw conclusions from text. You watch this as a whole class, which is the unit concept video. And then you watch this video, which is about just this week's. So if we look at the content knowledge, this is the street rhyme this week, so you can say it with me. The decorations will be arty, the music and laughter loud and hearty. There's a cake to be made and games to be played. Surprise, it's a birthday party. So that is this week's idea of having a surprise be a treasure. So if we look at page 12 and 13 from your book, we see some different pictures about how could these surprises be a treasure for somebody. So pause, talk with your group, and see what they say. Okay, you're back. So this week's song is A Memory to Cherish, and we're looking for the words celebrate, cherish, and grateful. So I'll read this. You can read along with me. A memory to cherish. We have planned a birthday party. It's a big surprise. We lead Mom into the room, and she opens up her eyes. We all celebrate together. It is plain to see. Mom is grateful, and she'll cherish this good memory. So think about how the words are used. Celebrate, cherish, and grateful, and what they mean. Pause before we go on and see. Okay, so our amazing word is celebrate. So celebrate means to recognize or have a party. So we celebrate birthdays or when somebody does something good, gets a promotion. And that's when we celebrate. So think of a time that you have celebrated with a friend, and you're actually going to fill in the blank of to celebrate blank, we blank. So as a family or for you, what do you celebrate? So to celebrate birthdays, we have a birthday movie. That's what I would write. The next one is cherish. So cherish means to care dearly about something and keep it close and remember it. So in your packet, you're gonna do the treasure that I most cherish is my blank. So what do you most cherish? So when I was growing up, the thing I cherished most was my Sesame Street blanket because my mom had given it to me and it meant a lot to me. And finally, grateful. So grateful means being happy and appreciative of what you have. So in your packet, it says, I am grateful for blank. So maybe you're grateful for your family or your friends or whatever you are grateful for. We move on to our phonemic awareness. So as we look at this today, we're going to look at the horses. And what are the horses eating? Way back in the back, they're eating hay. So the last sound I hear in hay is A. So I want you to look at the picture and you are going to identify other words that have that long A sound. So in this case, the A is spelled A-Y or A-I. We've been doing it where it's A consonant E. This time it usually will end or be in the middle as well. So find those, and you and your partners are going to do one recording on Seesaw all together. So now we look at that pattern, and we can blend these words. P-A-D, paid. T-R-A-N, train. G-R-A, gray. Do the rest of them on your own. And then with your partners, I just want you to read these words together and see if you can say them. Remember that AI and the AY say A. There's a couple videos. I might add one or two of the long A videos onto the Weebly so that you can watch them. Now we're on to our spelling pre-test this week. Hold on. Thank you, guys. And again, all of these words are going to have AI or AY in them, so do your best with it. Number 1, train. The train is chugging down the track. Train. 2, way. Which way is your house? Way. And what you'll notice is if it ends in the A sound, it's AY. If it's in the middle, it's going to be an AI. So think about that as you're spelling. 3, tail. The dog wags its long tail. Tail. 4, play. Will you play checkers with me? Play. 5, day. What day is today? Day. 6, may. May I have more potatoes, please? May. 7, rain. I got soaked in the rain. Rain. 8, gray. Gray clouds tell me a storm is coming. Gray. 9, mail. I got a letter in the mail today. Mail. 10, afraid. My sister is afraid of bees. Afraid. 11, about. These are our high frequency words, so they don't have that I or AY in them. About. I went about my day. About. 12, would. Would you like to come along? Would. So rewind if you have to, and take your time. Next, we're actually going to focus on drawing conclusions. So we talked about this before with drawing conclusions, which means that the author doesn't tell us everything about about the story, and so we have to take what we already know about it. So I want you to listen to this story, A Dinner Surprise, and come up with some conclusions you can draw from it. Alice's big brother Jeremy was miserable. His soccer team had lost the last 2 games and the championship match. After the game, their mother ordered Chinese takeout, Jeremy's favorite food. Still, Jeremy would not talk or smile. Alice knew that Jeremy was a good player even if he didn't have anything to celebrate today. She had gone to all the games and watched him play. One day, she hoped to play soccer just like her older brother. Jeremy barely touched his noodles, and he only picked at his sweet and sour chicken. That's when Alice got a brilliant idea. When dinner was finished, Alice asked her mother if she could prepare the Chinese fortune cookies. She knew that Jeremy would at least eat one of them. She went into the kitchen and unwrapped one of the cookies. She carefully pulled out the piece of paper inside the cookie. Then she wrote a sentence on a strip of paper and slipped it inside the cookie. Finally, she put the cookie on a plate and took it to Jeremy. Without paying any attention to his sister, Jeremy cracked open the cookie. He read the fortune, and for the first time in 2 days, he laughed. His mom and dad looked at him. It says this, "A good winner knows how to lose," he explained. Jeremy looked at Alice. "Were you messing around with all the cookies?" he asked. Alice started to speak, but Jeremy interrupted her. "It's true," he said. "I have to learn how to lose. One thing I haven't lost is a great sister, and I'm grateful for that. Thanks, sis, for cheering me up." So, it doesn't directly say how Alice feels about her brother, but from what you read, do you think Alice likes her brother or doesn't like her brother? And what helps you think that? So, in your book, you're going to write in your workbook Does Jeremy like Alice, and what clues tell you? So give me a clue that tells you that he likes her. So if you need to, listen to it again. We have summed up this week's, or today's unit. Get everything done on pages for day 1 pages, and then you can go to your stations. Thank you.